largest fighters in the UFC. Heavyweight men and featherweight women. And the largest hit the hardest. For the first time ever on The Ultimate Fighter, the biggest and baddest men join the biggest and baddest women. 8 heavyweights and 8 female featherweights from around the world have brought their skills and size to Las Vegas with one goal in mind: to earn a coveted UFC contract. They'll be coached by 2 former Ultimate Fighter winners. Tough Smashes alum and current UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker.
Another knockdown for Gastelum.
And season 17 winner and middleweight contender Kelvin Gastelum.
Man, like lightning.
16 fighters on a quest for greatness and a chance at UFC glory. Get ready for brutal slugfests and pulse-pounding power. Get ready for The Ultimate Fighter Heavy Hitters.
Heavyweights are the king because we're the biggest animals in the jungle. We hit hard, we fight hard, we put on shows. We're dangerous. One touch and it's night-night.
I have my nickname, it's Bad News Barbie. I mean bad news because it's bad news when I walk into the ring. And Barbie, I mean, if you can't see why it's Barbie, then I don't know what to say. But I really think I can win this competition.
These girls have no idea the things that I can bring, you know? All I can think about is just like punching a hole in someone's face.
I just like to fight, man. There's something about fighting somebody and, you know, splitting them wide open with an elbow. It's all love. At the end of the day, it's all love. But splitting them wide open with an elbow and you just seeing it, or just breaking somebody's will, it's a special thing to break somebody.
How's everyone? Good. I'm Rob Whittaker. This is Kelvin. Yeah, looking forward to working with you guys over the next few weeks. What we're going to start with is an evaluation, and I'll start with the heavyweights on the black mats, and it's the featherweights want to follow Kelvin into the octagon. We can get started.
Ladies, please follow me to the octagon.
Please, please, please.
Coaching the Ultimate Fighter means a lot to me. I was a competitor once upon a time. I know how I felt. I felt scared. I felt alone. I felt, you know, like I didn't know what to do.
Hey, you guys can stretch out, warm up.
Luckily, I had great coaches. I had great teammates that helped me along the way, and I want to be able to help in the same way that I was helped.
Sprawl.
For the evaluations, we put them into different groups. And the jiu-jitsu station. A striking station, and I had the wrestling up on the wall station.
It's all right. Start over again.
And really, all the girls look very impressive. There's some more than others. Macy was rough, like savage, like came forward, very strong. Julia was another one of those fighters that really jumped out because she's got really good ground game as well as being a good striker.
These guys are huge. The nerves are just through the roof.
Yeah.
You can just see it. I made my way into the UFC through the Ultimate Fighter as well. And to be honest, I consider myself more of a support role, a more support figure for them to help them get through this, more so than a coach directing them what to do. Remember guys, only 50%, relax. You know, I'm not looking for anything when it comes to evaluating the heavyweights. I just want to see where they're at. All right, time guys. Hey Kelvin, you good for the switch? Good for the
Yeah,
switch?
we can switch, brother.
Okay, let's go. Switch, guys.
Gentlemen, please.
I understand you just went through an hour session, so relax. We're just moving light. We're not trying to prove anything, we're just moving. We can tell a lot even if you're not exerting yourself.
Some of these guys actually have a little bit more holes to work on than the ladies. And one of the guys that we are concerned about was Justin.
Gotta get up from there. Create a scramble, get up.
I did okay, I felt like, during the Whitaker evaluation, but when I got to the Gastelum, I tanked it pretty bad.
Careful. There's some water, man. Drink some water.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the 28th season of The Ultimate Fighter. This season, obviously, you know, we're going with the 145-pound women and the male heavyweights. So, heavy hitters this season. And only one man and one woman will become the next Ultimate Fighter. And we've also provided two of the best coaches that you could possibly have for two reasons. First of all, they both have tons of experience. Whitaker is a world champion, and he has also gone through The Ultimate Fighter and won it. One of the top 5 ranked guys in the world, on his way to a title, also went through The Ultimate Fighter and won it. Okay, these guys have a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge, and they're here to share it with you and their coaching staffs. All right, I'm gonna flip this coin. Blue is Whitaker. Pink, sorry,
Hey.
it's pink. It's these guys, all right? I'm gonna flip the coin. Pink wins. Either pick the first fight or the first fighter.
All right, we want the first fight.
First fight?
Yes, sir.
All right, he's picking the first fight. You get to pick the first fighter.
Well, there's a lot of good fighters, and I feel if we control the fights, then we control the way the tournament goes.
First pick for Team Whitaker is going to be Anderson, please.
Como eu tenho o mesmo nome que ele, Anderson Silva, algumas vezes eu fui lutar na Europa e, pô, estava no lobby do hotel, vinha um monte de gente pedir foto e agradecendo por UFC ter liberado ele pra estar lutando no evento, só que infelizmente não era ele, era eu.
For first heavyweight for Team Gastelum will be Ben Sosoli.
It was bittersweet getting chosen for Calvin's team, just because Rob's from Australia. It would have been good to be on my countryman's team, but I really like Calvin's too.
Next pick will be Julia. Not going to even try the last name.
Julia. It was really big honor for me to be picked to the first one. And if I will sign a contract with UFC, I will be very first Lithuanian in a male, male or female.
Our featherweight women will be Macy Chesson.
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 Next pick will be Juan.
Our next pick for male heavyweights will be Mr. Green.
Leah.
Miss Penny.
Chell.
Josh Parisian.
Larissa.
Bea.
All right, pick your next fighter.
Yeah.
Go!
Yeah.
The guy with the most up name here, you know who you are.
Next member.
My name is Przemek Mysala, Przemek. My surname, Mysiala. By everyone call me PM.
You must have had a rough time in school.
My dark horse, Justin.
Katharina.
Our final, but definitely not least, pick is Miss Allen.
All right, so you pick the first fighter, so you get to pick the first fight. Kelvin, go ahead, call the first fight.
So from our team, we got Maurice Green. and he's gonna be fighting PM, the guy with the messed up name.
We gotta call you like Bob or something.
Go, give it up.
Get it, baby.
We felt like it was Maurice. He had a big reach. He's a strong, athletic fighter. And I feel like he definitely has all the tools necessary to fight the shorter, stockier PM.
I can't look straight to your eyes, bro.
I got a lazy eye. It's all right.
If PM can get inside and close the distance and get inside and turn it into a wrestle and take him down to the ground, I see PM doing a lot of damage. I see him getting victorious in that way.
Thank you, boys. So let me explain something to you guys. You're all nervous as first time here. Take a look around, see who's on the walls here. This is what you've trained your whole life for right here. This is it. This is the greatest opportunity you could ever have. Ever. It's hard to get on this show. It's hard to be a part of this competition. You guys made it. Make the most of it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Ultimate Fighter. All right.
Let's get it.
It's really fun to share like a house, a mansion with people that are so different.
Mo, get your in here.
I need a big man. Go. It's time right here, go. Let's get it. Guapo. I need a quick top bed. It's awful season.
Mo, get your in here.
Damn it. I need a big man.
I'm glad about that, males and females, because I think if there are too many females, there will be too much drama.
Oh. Here you go. Houses are made for heavyweights.
I did it, buddy.
I think so.
Living with 8 girls is definitely more of a concern for my girlfriend than it is me. I'm just focused on fighting, training hard, and being the best that I can be. The girls, there's some language barriers. It's kind of hard to communicate with some of them, but I don't mind coexisting.
Everybody smell this.
What?
I don't really want to, but...
No, smell it.
All right, it's getting weird now. Why is everyone weird? It's really fun to share, like, a house, a mansion with people that are so different. Like, I'm not an American, but it's really fun to see how Americans act. Who is it?
It's my girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I wish my girlfriend did that.
Good morning.
The thing that I want is to create a team atmosphere. I feel like if we create a good atmosphere, a good team environment, then I feel that the fighters get the most out of the experience.
Shin pads on, boxing gloves on.
Where I feel as if we don't, then, they start segregating, they start creating their own little groups, their own little cliques.
All right, ready? Go!
So I'm having both the men and women train together.
Good.
It's actually pretty fun working with the heavyweights because when you get to pair up with them and spar with them, you can hit them a lot harder and they won't cry and they won't get mad or anything.
I wasn't too surprised at the girls jumping right in, man. You work with somebody faster, you work differently. But at least it gives them a chance to go a little harder than they would with each other, because we're just a little bigger. And it's just, man, that's just team effort. That's helping the team get better.
Remember, this is not the World Cup. Every class, we start with games. I make a joke, the only thing that gets me in the gym is the games. I come for the games. Yeah, and it's only half a joke. You can take a lot from seeing the guys and girls play games. You can see their attitudes. You can see the way they're participating with everyone else. You can see how what their attitude is towards their fellow teammates or competition.
Oh! She scissor sweeped him, sir. Where's the ref?
Takes the edge off it. You know, the Ultimate Fighter is stressful enough. I don't think it needs to be more serious than it is. Huddle up, guys. If there's anything you guys want to work on in particular during these sessions, just tell me. Like I said, I'm not trying to teach you anything or change you as a fighter. You came here as fighters. It's like fight week. You know, it's fight week. Like, what do you do during fight week? You just move. You just move. You don't do heavy sessions. You don't do hard workouts. You don't try to learn anything. You just move a bit. You just move a bit. That's all this is. Fight week. You know what I mean? I do not want hands touching the face at all. Just shadow.
I'm really happy about the team I got. They're not pushing us too hard. They're pushing us exactly as we need. Just putting the small things in our game, not changing us.
Time! No. Dash. Gimpy time.
Open day 2. Let's see what it says. Find package number 2. See, I have a very thoughtful.
I guess your
my
wife,
fiance.
Yeah, your fiance.
Yep.
Did everything. Cause
she did it for me and the kids. What my fiance did is she took the extra time and she packed up cards. I actually got to look at how many there are. But each card is, it's something different. Oh, they made me a pillowcase.
Oh.
Good night, Daddy. To open up something every day and not knowing what it is and, you know, whether it is I love you, we love you, we're thinking about you every day, you know, just anything like that to just kind of lighten the mood, especially 4 or 5 days out from a fight. Well, that's great. I'll open another one tomorrow, and I'm gonna go put this on one of my pillows. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. This is how I get my day started every day, y'all. With this little monster right here. Yes. Hi. Ah. Let's do it. Give me kick. I'm a stay-at-home dad now. My position at the company I was working for was eliminated, and I was offered a severance. Me and my fiance made the choice to, you know, chase your dream. You're not getting any younger, and, you know, they're gonna pay you for X amount of months to chase his dream, and it's time to do it. What happened? Ollie. Ollie. Oh my God. You know, the good thing is I no longer have to punch that clock no more, so I get to really focus on my family and my kids and my training, man, and I got a strong support system around me, man. My fiance, Kaya, she's wonderful. Hey, honey. How do you feel about me going on the show?
Nervous, but good.
She's been supporting me. She's been with me since day 1. You know, when I was 330 pounds. And I was the furthest thing from an athlete.
My dad's doing good, isn't he?
I worked hard to get here, and there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that had to come together for me to get here. To be at this point in my life, in my career fighting, and as a father. Let's go home.
That was good!
If I could teach my son anything, it's to, if you have a dream and you want to go for it, well, you need to put 100% of your effort into it. We shall be crocheting. That's how I get out right here, boy. Everybody has what they do on their quiet time, right? Some guys, you know, may play video games. I sit down and crochet. I got some fast hands. Not just boxing, not just kickboxing. We're talking about crocheting. I've been crocheting for over a decade. Should have my own homemaker show. Over the years, I've perfected my craft, I perfected my stitches, and I've been doing it longer than I've been doing mixed martial arts. My is impeccable, okay? It's impeccable. But when it gets cold, who are you gonna call? The crochet boss.
Down. Down.
I want a UFC contract more than I can breathe.
I can't hear you. Down. 9. Down.
I have to breathe to survive, so I want that UFC contract more than that. Here's the man himself. Brock Larson is a second-degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's very good at what he does. He's an awesome coach. He's a good friend of mine.
Jiu-Jitsu, my friend. Jiu-Jitsu.
He keeps me grounded, you know? He keeps me wanting more.
Future champ. Boom. Ready, go.
My gym family's great, man. You know, the only issue we have is, you know, we're in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Nobody wants to really live out there. It's hard to find bodies. But as heavyweights, it's always hard to find bodies.
Nice work.
You know, they do what they can to help me. They're a lot smaller than me, but nobody shies away from helping Maurice work.
Damn. Woo. Ready, go.
Man, it's your boy Maurice Green, the crochet boss. Look at me, people. You're looking at the next Ultimate Fighter.
Maurice is on his way.
I believe it. Woo! Do you?
Rob was showing me a lot of like fake movements, you know, entry for takedowns, and I think this is gonna help me a lot, you know. My opponent is Maurice, and then obviously he's quite tall, he got big range, so I'm quite short for the heavyweight, so I need to close the distance, you know what I mean? I need to avoid his knee, his kicks, and then his long arms, you know? I just need to get close, take it down, and I think on the floor I can do my game, you know? My style, I'm background from Jiu-Jitsu, but when I go fight, if I got the options to finish the fight, I always try to go to finish the fight. Doesn't matter which way it is. I got maybe for 32 fights, I got maybe 2 of decisions, you know what I mean? I like to finish the fight before end, you know, this is what I like.
How you start, like this? Me, Wimosh. The way I like to shoot is if we're orthodox, are you orthodox? Yeah. If we're orthodox, I'm gonna go like jab, cross, hook into my shot here, boom. Okay. I like shooting off my hook because he brings his hands up here. He has to shell it, has to. That's what I like to do anyway. PM, the objective for his fight is going to be to close the gap, get inside, push him up against the fence, and take him down. Changing levels, head movement. Changing levels, head movement here, so that he can't set himself up for the counter. For a guy that you want to try and land a shot on or take down on, I think it's very important to incorporate feints so that he can't counter or line him up for a shot, you know, not be obvious with it. Yeah. I'd fake the shot, then come up, and then go back down. Controlling the center of the octagon and feinting, I think, is a big way to get your opponent to walk backwards.
Rob was showing me a lot of like fake movements, you know, entry for takedowns, setups for takedowns, and I think this is gonna help me a lot, you know.
I just enjoy the taste of beer. Is that bad? Gotta be a connoisseur.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a bartender, but that's pretty damn good.
Maurice, he likes to drink his apple juice every day. It's beer, so.
Wow, that's so good. I like the taste of beer. I don't care what they think. It'd be different if it showed when I was in the gym, if I wasn't working hard in the gym. But I'm sure if you go talk to any of the coaches, I make sure I work hard every day.
Maurice is a good guy to be around, and we're really enjoyable to be around, as well as him being very coachable.
Go. There you go. Take the center.
Maurice needs to use his distance. We want him to use his long jabs, use his long legs, and use his athleticism to move around PM, just because I feel PM is more flat-footed like Frankenstein.
There you go. Get low, get low. There you go. Movement after you finish your combinations. Don't just stand there and admire your work.
PM knows my wrestling's not that good, and if he does stand with me, he wants to close the distance, so, you know, what else is new? I gotta keep my distance, stay on the outside, be ready to defend the takedown, control the center of the cage, frame, knee, you know, all that stuff that a tall fighter, you know, does against somebody smaller than him.
Good job, good footwork.
And, you know, for the first time in my life, I'm able to focus 100% on my craft. I get to wake up, train, come home, go back, train, and that's all I have to worry about. I'm gonna be the best Maurice stepping into that cage.
There you go. Time. Time. Excellent.
Oh man, that was a good practice.
That was a great practice, guys.
Feel good, man. Feel good.
Really?
I used to smoke cigarettes, so.
What's that?
I used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like a pack a day.
Yeah.
I quit, so this is the first time I'll be fighting
With clean lungs.
with clean lungs, man.
How you feel? Good?
I feel great.
That's good. Like that.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
All you, brother.
Thank you.
Sprint.
I'm already game to fight, so what are we really looking at? I don't know who's gonna keep up. I really don't know.
Oh. One is enough.
This is probably more water. Or not. And they brought me here for a reason, so you know, I'm about to set the tone for our team.
I'm coming from like poor family. I met some old guys. They introduced me to drugs. I couldn't live without, so this is what happened. I'm coming from like poor family. My parents struggling to pay the bills month to month, and you know, then I always dreamed to do something and get out from there to make myself like more comfortable life, you know. My brother had the cancer. I was like around 15 years old, and he passed away. And I was like really close to him. Same time, my parents get so like upset. My parents don't really like look after me, so I was like 15, but I could do everything what I want. I can even go like at night, spend night somewhere. They don't even like notice I was literally there. I met some old guys. They introduced me to drugs, so. And then I tried once, you know, it was fun. Then I was trying, like, I was trying Saturday, let's say. After I was trying Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and the whole week, you know, I couldn't live without, so this is what happened. After 2 years, I went for the rehab. Since that, I didn't take any drugs. And I started MMA. You know, I think this is what saved my life. So this is my house. I'm living here. Is ready for training. I'm gonna put my stuff. My name is Przemysław Misiala. I'm 35 years old. I'm from Poland, but I'm currently living in England. Current training, community martial art with Coach Znając. Yeah, at the moment, and definitely I'm on a good spot. You know, training good gyms, you know what I mean? I focus on my target, my dream, you know. I got 2 kids, 7 and 10, Julia and Przemek Jr. They're everything for me. All my life, this is my kids, you know. Well, my kids, both of them, they train jiu-jitsu. My boy was like 2 years old when I was taking him to gym, when I was training. And then my daughter picked up as well, so he's training. And then even my missus started training again, so all family trains jiu-jitsu now.
Bez przerwy, od razu nawrót.
I really want to get to UFC, you know, like I'm doing this for 14 years and I had a couple opportunities and I still didn't give up, so I'm not gonna give up this time. There's no way.
Mr. Green, ready to let those hands go.
This is the fun. The hard part is what we got to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. That's the hard part. The easy part is go out there and fight.
Just start making all my opponents hats. I think that's a nice gesture, right? Make him a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? Oh, PM gonna be mad at you, boy.
A new model.
That's PM's hat. Yeah, that's PM's hat. You put these over here. I don't like when people try on hats. You can't just try out random hats. You stretch my out. Just relax, Maurice. Just relax. Don't try on hats. Damn.
Welcome to the weigh-in. First to the scale, Przemysław Misala.
Pô, a luta do Maurício Green versus PM, pô, a luta clássica de MMA, onde um striker versus um grappling, um cara da luta de solo.
185.
Yeah.
Onde eu acho que o PM vai levar um pouco mais de vantagem em questão de experiência, em questão de vivência de luta.
224 pounds. Next to the scale, Maurice Green.
Lean, mean, and green.
253 pounds.
The first fight with Mo, aka Maurice, and PM. Mo is a big dude.
Right.
So he definitely has an advantage coming into the fight. It's gonna be a good fight either way, but I see my boy Mo coming out on top.
Damn, my eyes are burning. You got bonuses to get.
Yes, sir.
How we doing, Coach?
My man.
Time to go to work, baby.
what I have to do. I just kick his ass over there, you know what I mean? I do what I always do, you know what I mean? Go crazy there, you know, show the hard, and then everything's go well. I know that.
Mr. Green, ready to let those hands go.
I don't think for 1 minute that PM's not game to fight, and PM can't put me to sleep if he gets a clean shot.
Oh, yeah. Crochet Bob. Oh.
And he's had a ton of experience. This is not his first rodeo. I'm just game to fight, and I'm not afraid to get knocked out to do something special to him.
I'm done.
All right, PM, let's go.
He's not giving you enough respect. Just go in, do it. Do your thing. You just be you.
I feel like I got something to prove. You know what I mean? I just want to show them I'm good enough to be signed, you know, to UFC and fight the best guys in the world.
Hey! Go, let's go, let's go!
This is the fun. The hard part is what we got to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's the hard part. The easy part is to go out there and fight. Everything's full speed. You don't have to say, oh, my bad. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. No, I meant to hit you that hard. Yes, I meant to split your head open like that. Yes, I meant to knock you out.
Let's go, Mr. Green.
You know what to do, Pete. You're good at what you do.
First 10 seconds, buddy. Your word. Set the tone, baby.
All right, gentlemen, this fight is 2 5-minute rounds. In the event of a draw after 2 rounds, there will be a third sudden victory round. You ready? Ready? Fight!
Jab out.
Go, you first. You first. Go.
Keep. Break.
Careful, careful.
Good job, Mr. Green. Good job.
Here you go, posture. Turn him up. You got it. You got it. Seconds. Go.
There you go.
Hands up. Straight punches.
Your world, baby. Relax. Nice.
Look for the upper.
Your world. Your world.
Pop the jab out there, Mr. Green.
There you go.
There you go. Upper. Should have threw a knee after the knee.
Be smart. Be smart.
Set up your strikes. Don't go from zero.
Don't get careless, Mr. Green. Nice, nice. Control.
Knees. There you go. Good dirty boxing. Knees. Yeah.
Stick that jab out.
You know what to do. You know what to do, PM.
Get up, get up. Yeah, elbows, elbows. Fine, fine. Go.
You're fine.
Let it hook, let it hook. Let it hook.
Relax.
Pump your hip, Pete. Pump your hip. Pump your hip, Pete. Go. Go.
Nice. Get an underhook. Get your right underhook. Right underhook. Your jab. Control. Control.
You first. Move right after your strikes, baby. Find your rhythm. Fades. Get it behind. There you go. Uppercuts.
Hey, don't be careless.
Hands up, baby.
Don't get lazy.
There you go. Straight punches.
Re-engage.
1, 2, inside high.
Relax. It's your world, baby.
Back to the cage. Stand up.
Got your back of the head.
Back to the cage. Stand up, Pete. Knee to the cage. Kick. Over yourself. Get out the cage.
Stop. That's it. Stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. Oh, I got you, bud. I got you. I got you. Stay right here. I got you. Stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Fight!
As soon as you see the two athletes in there, you can see the size difference. It's unreal.
You first!
Maurice starts to walk down PM and use his range really effectively.
Good job, Mr. Green. Good job.
PM tries to get on the inside, he throws some strikes, but every time they collide, you know, Maurice is just much bigger.
Your world, baby. Relax. Nice!
Right away, Maurice clinches up with PM, and he's throwing knees to the body. I mean, they're looking nasty.
You know what to do, PM?
He's able to take him down at one point, get him inside control, and land several straight rights on PM.
He was wounded there, you know, he was badly hurt, but, you know, he showed a lot of heart and guts. He managed to get back up.
The ending sequence of the fight was beautiful to watch. Maurice just lands this beautiful right uppercut just down the middle of PM's defense. Falls straight back, unconscious, and it was amazing.
Winner by first round knockout, Maurice Green.
This is the first step, man. It feels good to do it, and it feels good to do it in that fashion. I followed the game plan to a T. Now we go back to the gym and we really work hard and, you know, see who the next opponent's going to be.
Are you feeling so dizzy? Are you okay?
Just a little, yeah.
Okay.
I had the fight with Maurice. He's knocked me down the first round. His range is just so massive against me. So every time when I throw overhook, it's too far, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just keep going training, you know what I mean? And then just, it's not like I'm give up. I'm gonna try to treat this like hard sparring, you know what I mean?
My next pick, fighting out of Team Gastelum, will be Penny. Yeah. And from Team Whitaker, she'll be fighting Katharina.
I know Penny pretty well. I know she wanted to fight me a few times, but the fight never happened because we were both signed in Invicta FC. But I saw all of her fights, so I know her game.
It's never personal for me. I just think that our styles are really good, and we are both like really stubborn and tough girls. We have good technique. I just think that this thing is a great matchup. So this needs to happen.
Yeah.
On this season of The Ultimate Fighter Heavy Hitters.
Let's go! Bang! Bang!
Everything is up. Oh. Ew, it looks nasty.
You a bitch. You a bitch.
Get out of here.
You're dead to me.
Good.
You've been dead to me.
Good. First one to finish 13 laps wins.
I have a flight booked to go home.
That you can't learn a single thing from my coaching staff. Like, it might be time to look for another sport.
That behavior was not acceptable for the team.
Stop making me cry.
Breaking me.